Video interviews are nowadays very common and used as a substitute to in-person interviews. Suppose you are applying for a position, maybe the hiring manager is sitting at some other location. So in such situations, video rounds they become very critical to the interview process. So with that, I would like to initiate my today's topic, which is about how to ace a video call interview round. And with that, I welcome everyone. I'm Chandani. This is my channel and I've told you the topic. So let's get started now. Maybe you have read my tips which is related to acing the interview rounds. But nowadays even the hiring managers, they know when the technology is at our fingertips and when they know that they can easily utilize it to take interviews. So nowadays hiring managers, they are preferring to take video call interview rounds, and then they are getting the potential candidates from the market and then they ask them to meet in person for the other rounds of interview. But with this there comes a responsibility of the candidate also. As a candidate, you have to ensure that you have the resources, you are updated to the technology to ace that particular video call interview round. Now I will give you 5 tips for getting ready for your video call interview round. And first tip is check your surroundings. So before giving the video call interview round, you have to check your surroundings. Make sure that the background is plain. You are not at a public space at that particular time. You should not be at a coffee shop or maybe outside somewhere where there are different backgrounds. In that way the interviewer might get distracted due to the noises. Or you have to ensure that your children or your pet, they are not in your surroundings while you are giving an interview round. You need to ensure that the interviewer can see you properly, so you should sit with a certain position where you are not too close to the camera, or you should be sitting a little bit away from the camera so that the interviewer can see you properly. And then your posture, it should be proper. You should not, like your shoulder, it should not be down like this. So you should be sitting properly. You have to ensure the lighting in the room. You have to ensure that you are not sitting behind any window. It will create some shadows in front of the interviewer, or they might not see you properly. And at the same time, you have to keep your resume along with you there. Keep some notes, but you have to ensure that when the interviewer is asking you some questions, then you're not looking down towards the note you have kept there or the resume you are looking at. In between, you can fit some ideas from the notes you have made, but make sure that you are in proper eye contact with the interviewer, or you're looking here and there during the interview round. You need to make a personal connection with the interviewer, and for that you have to start it with the location you are giving interview at. Next is prepare your equipment. So before giving the video call interview round, you have to ensure that you have all the equipments with you. It should be in a proper working stage, whether it's your system which should be properly working, your Wi-Fi. So you have to ensure that there is no disconnection with the Wi-Fi or the internet in between, or it should not be a case where the interviewer cannot listen to you, cannot see you in between. So you have to make arrangements for these equipments and ensure that everything is handy at that particular moment and you are not losing your momentum, and the interviewer can hear you, can see you properly. Nowadays there are so many options for the video call interview rounds. It can be Google Hangouts, it can be Google Meet, or it can be a Zoom call, Skype calls. So many options are there. So you have to ensure that whatever mode the interviewer is giving you, you have that software or you have a particular browser present on your system. And then you have to ensure that all the tabs on your system should be closed, because other tabs might be using some internet, and if those tabs are using the internet, then you might face internet connectivity issues. Apart from this, do a test or do a call with your friend over that particular platform, whether it's Gmeet, Google Hangouts, or it's a Zoom call, or it's a Skype call, then you do a test task with your friend, and then you see if your friend can hear you properly, can see you properly. Plus you have to ensure that when you are placing the camera, it should be at the eye level, a little bit above that, and you should be proper visible. It should not be the case that only your eye is visible or half of your face is visible during the interview rounds. So keep a note of these things and please work on it before giving the video call interview round. So the third tip is conduct yourself like you are in person. Even if you know that you are physically not present in front of the interviewer and it is just a video call interview round, please ensure that you are in your proper attire, you are professionally dressed up. So there is no harm in that, but do not feel that the interviewer can only see the upper part of yours and cannot see the bottom. So in that sense, if you want to be comfortable or wear your sweatpants, then I would suggest not to do that, because in that sense you might not feel professional from inside. So I would suggest that you should be professionally dressed up for the video call interview round, so that even from inside you can feel that professionalism, you can act professionally in front of the interviewer. And then this is the time to show the interviewer about your interest, about how enthusiastic you are about that particular position. So this is the actual time when you need to make a proper connect with the interviewer. So make your decision wisely and behave accordingly during the interview round. Fourth tip is conquer your body language. So like I said, that do not slouch in front, sit straight, keep your hands in front like this, and keep your feet on the floor. And even if you get nervous in between, then also ensure that you are refraining your energy after such activities, and do not keep on changing your sides like this when maybe the interviewer is asking you something, and then even if you do not have an idea or you're getting nervous, then don't keep on changing your sides like this and that. Plus the main mantra is that you need to make eye contact with the interviewer. You have to directly look at the camera towards the interviewer, and you have to ensure that you are actually looking very confident during the interview round. So in this way you can work on your body language. And there is one more tip that you practice in front of camera. You have to do some role plays, try answering some questions alone in front of camera, so that you can be more comfortable during the video call interview round. So it is actually a rehearsal that you need to do before your interview, and prepare for that particular interview accordingly. The last tip is end strong. So the way you will end the interview will put a very high impact on the next stage, and you have to ensure that you are ending the interview on a high note, on a positive note. So if you do not have the email ID of the interviewer, please take it from the interviewer at the end, so that after your interview round you can send the interviewer a thank you note. Plus you can even check your feedback after the interview, not immediately after the interview, but after a few hours you can ask for the feedback. And again with that you can say thank you to the interviewer for the time he has invested. So giving a video call interview round can be very overwhelming to you, but with these tips you can ace it actually. So after watching my video, do share your comments, your suggestions, and let me know what else I can share with you, what other topics I should make a video on. And plus, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it for all the latest updates. Whatever video I'll be shooting, I'll be uploading online, you will be getting a notification on your phone. So make sure that you have subscribed to my channel. So with that, thank you, have a nice day and take care. Bye bye.